Hello everyone, I hope you will be having a good time. In this lecture, I will teach you an ICT trading strategy that works on every asset and that works on every time frame. This strategy has a good win rate, and if you follow all the rules, it will give you a win rate of 80 to 85%. In this lecture, I will use the example of silver USD and daily time frame, but you can use it on any asset or any time frame. And in this lecture, first I will explain how the strategy works, and then on the basis of this strategy, I will explain what's going to happen next for silver. So what I will do is I will backtest this strategy so that way it will be easy for you to understand, and we will start from here. Okay, so we will forward this, and I will explain how the strategy works. So you can see that the price came down. Okay, it gave a big down closing candle, then we got a next candle, but here we got something important, which is fair value gap. You can see this is a fair value gap, the gap between the bottom of this candle and the top of that candle. This is a fair value gap. Okay, ignore this middle candle and the gap between the bottom of this candle and the top of this candle. It is a fair value gap, and in this case it is a bearish fair value gap, so the price will get rejections from this fair value gap. Once you find this fair value gap, you will prefer a big fair value gap. A big fair value gap is better than a small fair value gap. So what we will do next is we will wait for the price to come into this fair value gap twice. So let's see if the price goes up into this fair value gap twice. So I will forward this, and here you can see that the price came down and then it went up into this fair value gap. So this is our first retest of the FVG, and let's see if it gives us another retest of this fair value gap. So you can see the price again came down. It took the sell side liquidity, okay, swept the previous low, and now let's see if the price goes up into this fair value gap twice. We forward it, you can see that the price entered into this FVG twice. So we got three things. Okay, we got this fair value gap. Okay, then we got this retest, and the price retested this fair value gap once, and then it came down, it swept the previous low, and again it went up and retested that fair value gap. So we got two retests of this fair value gap. Now what we will do is we will wait for the price to sweep this low again. Okay, we want the price to come down from here. If the price goes up to the top of this fair value gap, then this structure won't be valid. Okay, so we want rejection of the price before touching this level. So even if the price goes up to this level and then it comes down, it will still be valid. But if price goes up and touch the top of this fair value gap, then it won't be valid. So let's see what happens next. Here you can see the price got that retest, and now it's going down. Let's see if it sweeps the low. We got another retest, but we just wanted two. Third retest is okay, but we don't need it. We have already got two retests of those of this fair value gap. You can see the price went up, but it didn't touch the top of this fair value gap. So our structure is still valid. So if I forward it, you can see the price is still consolidating in this region, and now the price is going down. So let's see if price sweeps this low. If the price comes down and sweeps this low and then closes above this line, then we can look for longs. Okay, we can look for buys. So let's see if price closes below this line or if it just gives a sweep of this low. So if you forward it, here you can see that the price came down, but it didn't close below this line. So this is important. Okay, we got two retests of this fair value gap, and now we got a sweep that we wanted. Okay, we wanted the price to go down below this level, but we don't want the price to close below it, and this is what has happened here. The price came down and then it closed above, so all our conditions are met. Then what we have to do is we have to look for order blocks here on any time frame. So here we will shift to a smaller time frame, which is 4 hour. Okay, so here you can see the exact chart on 4 hour now. I will forward it and let's see what happened there. So here you can see I had the price came down, swept it low. This is now 4 hour. Okay, and then it went up, it left a fair value gap here. What is a fair value gap? You can see there is a small fair value gap. I will just zoom it in and I will show you. the fair value gap here. You can see the gap between the top of this candle and the bottom of that candle. This is small, but this is still a fair value gap. Okay, so we will highlight it. This is your fair value gap, a small one, but still it is a fair value gap. So now why this fair value gap is important? Because this is now an order block. What is order block? What is my definition of order block? A down closing candle. You can see a bearish candle followed by a bullish candle and then a fair value gap. Okay, this is a bullish order block. Okay, a bearish candle then followed by a bullish candle and a gap. Okay, this is now your 4-hour order block, and now we can look for buys. Okay, we got this fair value gap, we got first retest, then sweep of the low, second retest, and then sweep of this low, and now we got a close above on daily time frame, and on 4-hour time frame we got this order block. So this is where we can look for entries. You will set your buy orders at this fair value gap. Your stop loss will be below this swing low. Okay, and you will target the top of that fair value gap. Okay, you will target the top of that fair value gap. So let's see, the price comes down into this level. You can see that the price came down into this fair value gap, this order block, and our entry got filled. Okay, this is silver, and in this case you will target the high. So let's see what happens here. You can see that we got instant reaction from this fair value gap, and the price is going up already. This will be your entry point, and you can see we got the price going up. So in this case, what you will do is, when once the price gives you one RR, you will take some of the profits, like you can close 20% of your trade. Then you can move your stop loss a little up like this once you take one RR profits, and you can wait for the price to go up to that level. And the price is still going up. It is at 79, has reached 80. Okay, and it is still going up. So you got an entry based on that strategy, a simple strategy, and you can see the price is still going up. It's taking a bit longer, but you can see that the target is pretty big, so that's why it's taking its time, but eventually it will go up to that level. This is your level. So the silver price is still at this area at 77, but if you have bought here or here, you can still hold it towards 106. So this is my prediction for silver. Silver has to go up and touch the top of that fair value gap before sweeping the low. And what is your invalidation? If price comes down and sweeps this low, then your trade will be invalid. Okay, it won't be valid anymore. So you can see silver is still trading here, and I'm expecting the price to go up. It can always come down and sweep these lows, but eventually it will go up and touch the top of this fair value gap, and this is your target. And you will find these structures on smaller time frames, even on 5 minute or 15 minutes time frame. I will show you one more example that will help you to understand this strategy. Okay, so in this example we will discuss a bearish chart. You can see this is gold USD and 15-minute time frame. As I said earlier, we can use this strategy on any time frame or on any asset. So we will forward it, and let's see what happens here. Price of gold is going up, and here you can see we got this fair value gap, the gap between the top of this candle and the bottom of that candle. This is your fair value gap. Now we will look for the price to come down and retest this fair value gap twice. So let's see if it gives us two retests of this fair value gap. Here you can see this is the first retest of this fair value gap. Now we will look for a second one, and if the price comes down and touch this level, then this structure won't be valid. So okay, so you can see the price came down. Okay, it retested this fair value gap, and here you can see that the price then went up, and let's see if it goes above this fair value gap. Okay, so you can see price came down, went above that fair value gap, and then it gave us another retest. If you look at this structure on smaller time frame, you will see that the price came down, then it went up and then came down. So we got our two retests of this fair value gap. Okay, the first one was here, price came down, okay, to this point, then it went up and then price came down. So we got two retests. Now we will look for a sweep of the high. Okay, a liquidity sweep or sweep of the buy side. But if price comes down and touch this level, then it won't be valid. So let's see, price goes up. You can see it came down, but still it hasn't touched that level. So okay, and here you can see the price gave us another retest. The price went up and then again came down into this fair value gap. You can see the price went up and then it closed below this line. So the price has to go up and close below it. If it closes above it, then it won't be valid. So now you have to look for any order block on smaller time frames. And here you can see we got this order block on 15-minute also. You can see a bullish candle followed by a bearish candle and a fair value gap. So this is also another block on 15-minute, but you can look for smaller order blocks on smaller time frames. So let's suppose you got an entry at this order block. The price, of course, will go up somewhere around here or here. So let's suppose your entry is here. Stop loss will be above that candle, and you will always target the low of this fair value gap. Okay. I didn't go to smaller time frames, so that's why I am marking the entry here. So you can see the entry got filled. Price is going down from that area. And here you can see we got that target. The price came down and touched the low of this fair value gap. So this is how the strategy works. I gave you both examples, the bullish example and the bearish example. The first example was on daily time frame and on silver. And the second example, this is on 15 minutes time frame on gold. So if you still have any queries, you can ask me in the comments or you can ask me in my Discord. Thank you guys.